Select arcade level. Easy. Select puzzle level.
Alright. Yeah. Change something real quick. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a 90%.
Welcome to Cyberia.
Hey, Zach, how's the ride?
Sporty. And how about telling me what's up?
Always to the point, my man. All right, here's the sitch. You'll rendezvous with the rig in about 10 minutes. Your contact is Santos. There's a TF-22 prepped and ready.
I've never flown a TF-22.
Not to worry, you won't be flying this one. The auto-nav is set to take you by optimum route to the Cyberia complex.
Trust is a wonderful thing.
I got you out of solitary, didn't I? Can't have you jetting around the globe instead of getting the job done, my man.
Just what is the job, Devlin?
Well, like I said, always to the point. All right, stand by. I'm going to shoot you some currents on the Cyberia project.
Still don't have top security clearance, but one of the science officers has started to tell me some things. They're making incredible advances in nanotechnology. I'm not sure if I managed to get the camera into one of the labs today, and it's something very secret. All I could make out was a message about the project, learning to talk. The director went down to see for himself in his pajamas. He spent the next 2 days on the vid phone to Switzerland. It was getting really hot. I know the assistant suspects me, but I'm not really much in today. Security very tight. One of the technicians was injured yesterday. Nobody will say I have copies of some internal email messages. Might be useful. I get into this fellow. One died. They were constructing an isolation chamber on level 2. Message about the mission. I'll be gone by 0400 hours the day before. Don't let the team show up early.
Damn.
Hey, I knew that would grab your attention. So that's it. Infiltrate the complex and find the Cyberia weapon.
What do I do with it once I find it?
Well, I don't know. Keep it company. There's a cleanup team 24 hours behind you. All right, kid? Gotta run. Catch you later.
Alright. I just gotta remember this is any percent, and I'm not trying to get all the ridiculous deaths. This is Cyberia. We add Zach. And right now, we are being sent to this oil rig to pick up a fighter plane, which is going to take us to the Cyberia complex.
This is Santos. Report to my office immediately. Take the door on the right and don't wander around.
Like that voice over the speakers just said, and we're on our way to Santos's office to talk to him about picking up the plane.
Turn around nice and slow and disarm the weapon.
Is this how you greet all your new arrivals?
Only if they have a weapon.
Gia, quit screwing around and bring him to my office.
Come on. I'll take you to see Santos. We're under attack. Come on, follow me.
And so she's just confiscated our weapon because she
You
doesn't
take the
trust
gun
us.
on the right.
But now that the station's being attacked, she trusts me with a turret to defend it. Makes perfect sense.
Look out! Good shot.
This is the first section of RNG in the game. Because how many enemies spawn, where they spawn, and when they spawn are all entirely random. So I could get one at a time, one after another, or it could throw in 6 all at once, and I'll have to scramble to not die. Or I could get 30 seconds of absolutely nothing. There's really no predicting it.
Magnetic mine! Watch it! Magnetic mine!
At this point, I'm not exactly sure what causes this section to end, whether it's on a timer, or if it's a certain number of enemies killed.
Nice kill. Fighters coming in.
I've actually seen 2 helicopters come in at once before.
Good shot.
It's a new one. But sections like this are why, for the run, you set the arcade difficulty to easy. That just means you'll take less damage from getting hit. Which is good because there's no reliable way to not get hit. Or I should say, when you're playing this game, you're going to get hit. And with this section being as random as it is, if you get 6 enemies swarming in at once on anything other than easy, you're pretty much dead no matter what you do. You just kind of have to hope that doesn't happen, but on easy you can
Fighters
survive
coming
it.
in. Look out! Good shot. Magnetic mine! Nice kill.
On any other difficulty, I might not have lived through that mess. The really unique thing about this section is it's the only one where I have to control my aim with arrow keys.
Watch it! Good shot. Watch it! Magnetic mine! Watch it! Good shot. Watch it! Watch it! Magnetic mine!
This should be ending real soon.
Fighters coming in. Good shot. That was amazing. Kiss me.
No, I don't think so.
There's kind of a branching path here. You can either kiss Gia, in which case Santos there doesn't like it, and he takes you prisoner.
All right,
or
we're
you
getting
can
out of here.
refuse,
Take
and
the
they'll
lift
just
to the
let you
hangar and
leave.
prepare to take off immediately.
Much faster. Now we're on our way to the plane, so we can leave. If we had tried to go this way, without doing that turret sequence, there would be a guard waiting at the top of this elevator who would immediately shoot us if we would die. And there's nothing we can do about it. Mostly because this game just doesn't give you much control over your character. I mean, I use arrow keys to move along a handful of preset paths that it allows you to move along. There's very little control you actually have over the character at any given time. Now there's this bomb on the plane because, I don't know, they just wanted there to be a bomb on the plane. Oh, we just disarmed it. When I solve the puzzle, or if it's when that level ends.
Still alive?
Just how
Nothing
hot
actually happened in that section for me to
Cocktail
lose
wants
time.
it pretty bad. They know we have the Cyberia files, but I thought that if I sent you in alone, we could avoid all of this crap.
Yeah? Well, it looks like they're laying out the welcome mat.
Indeed. Tech scan shows a lot of cartel activity on your route to the complex. Your onboard fire control system should be able to handle it.
Machine faith, Devlin?
Trust is a wonderful thing, remember?
Right.
Shields at maximum.
It's not in the on-rail sections. It's not really anything you can do to speed up these parts while you're flying on the plane.
Detecting
Since
malfunction in fire
within the
control
story,
systems.
the plane is on autopilot no matter what. All I can do to go fast through the section is not die.
Rerouting fire control systems to manual operation. Target acquired.
Well, this section I can control my aim with the mouse, which is much better. Much better than controlling it with arrow keys like I had to before. Now, this game also released on the original PlayStation back in 1993, I believe. 93 or 94. And that was even before analog control. So you'd have to do all of these sections, just the D-pad. And everything I've heard says that's absolutely awful.
Target acquired.
Sections like this are also the reason the arcade difficulty is set to easy, because a death on any one of these makes you restart that section.
Target acquired.
I just want to make sure that that's not really a risk.
Target acquired.
And changing the difficulty doesn't really alter the gameplay at all, which is kind of makes you take more damage.
Target acquired. Target acquired.
I was taking more damage in these sections, combined with the fact that the way enemy spawns work in this section, there are a lot of spots where you will get shot.
Secure.
You will take hits, and there's nothing you can do about it because the enemies spawn and shoot you before you can even shoot them.
Target acquired.
Most of the time they're far away like this, so you can get them first, but there are some spots where as soon as they're on the screen, they're already shooting you.
Target acquired.
And sometimes the hit detection for your shots isn't great either.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired.
That one shot me before it even popped up as an available target. Another thing about these sections is you see little yellow boxes popping up around enemies. If that yellow box isn't there, you can't shoot it. And there are a lot of spots where you can clearly see an enemy on the screen that you're going to want to shoot, You can shoot at it, but nothing will happen because that box hasn't appeared yet. Like that.
Target acquired.
Those two.
Warning. Cruise missile launch detected. Mission objective in range. Area secure. Shields at maximum. Navigation systems active. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired. Entering hover mode. Hostile targets approaching. Target acquired.
Usually it's some enemies like that where they don't explode when you shoot them because they have a scripted death.
Entering hover mode.
You know, you see in these sections my ammo is not unlimited. Because it's that meter on the top left regenerates whenever I'm not firing. This is why I don't just shoot all the time. And then of course the top right is my health, which also regenerates when I'm not taking damage. So, you know, obviously Halo stole that whole regenerating shields thing from Cyberia. Getting so ahead of its time.
Area secure. Shields at maximum.
Right there is a shield generator I'm gonna have to destroy. Of course I can't destroy it early because the game doesn't allow it to be a target yet.
Entering hover mode. Hostile targets approaching. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired.
need to destroy that shield generator to move on.
Scanning. Shield generator must be destroyed.
I need to go through that tunnel. Get to the next area. We're on our way back to that shield generator. If only I could have just shot it on the way in.
Target acquired. Approaching shield generator.
There it is again. I still can't shoot it yet.
Shield generator in range.
Alright, I've destroyed it, but its reflection is still there in the water. So there's that enemy there that is on screen for a fraction of a second, and it shoots you during that fraction of a second. It is one of the shortest flight sections.
Navigation systems.
Just passing through this tunnel.
Navigation
I got a little
systems.
ahead of myself there. If you shoot anything that highlights blue in this tunnel, that's a fuel truck, and it makes the entire place explode and you die. Fortunately, that didn't cost much time at all. I think if I want to avoid shooting anything that highlights blue, I should just not shoot. The game doesn't really give you that option because it puts a lot of things in this tunnel that will kill you if you don't shoot them.
Shields at maximum.
Mayday! Mayday! We're under attack from cartel forces!
Hostile targets approaching. Target acquired.
Well, we'll see some vehicles that highlight blue in this section. Killing them isn't an automatic loss like it is in the previous one. They are friendly, so we generally don't want to shoot them.
Target acquired.
Only the stuff that highlights yellow.
Target acquired.
This is also one of the more stressful flight sections because there's one enemy right at the very end. If you don't kill it, you automatically die no matter what, no matter how much health you have left. And it doesn't give you much of an opportunity to shoot it. Gotta make sure I get that one.
Target acquired. Entering cover mode. Approaching refueling area.
There's that one right there I just got. If you don't kill that one, you just instantly die.
Area secure.
Stand by for refuel.
Refueling the plane. Going on to the last flight section.
Thanks for the help.
I believe the next one's the last one.
Shields at maximum. Navigation systems active.
Yeah, this is the last one. After this, we're back to the on-foot section. This is the only flight sequence that has a boss at the end of it. I thought we will lose a little bit of time because of that one death in the tunnel. Not much though. Just not a costly death at all.
Weapons control interference. Clearing. Entering
So now we're coming up on the boss. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. That's it. And now it's dead.
area secure.
Actually, this is probably going to look like I'm saving time. Since I had that one, or since I put late on the bomb buzzer.
We're going on an adventure!
We've been monitoring your progress. Pretty impressive, Zach. Sorry about the weapons glitch.
Target practice.
Yeah. Here's the sitch. Recon shows that cartel forces haven't been able to penetrate to the Cyberia weapons level yet. In fact, it appears from some of the transmissions we've intercepted that they've lost quite a few of their operatives.
Lost? How?
That's not clear, but it looks like there's some kind of infection or contamination in the complex.
Great.
Make sure you've got protection.
I'm going to kill that bastard.
Alright, so now we're on foot and headed for the Cyberia complex. Either take the left fork or the right fork. You can get in either way, just a different sort of challenge depending on which path you decide to take. I go to the right, it's a little bit more consistent, I think. It also involves less walking to actually get there. And we just gotta go straight on through the choppers.
Whoa! Slice-o-matic.
And we're through. I gotta get through this room quickly. You can hear that weird humming noise in here, so if I stay in this room too long, that noise will just kind of kill me somehow. Not really sure why. Will. This is where I should actually split for entering the Cyberia facility. We're not going to worry about my splits right now. Now I get to go into this room and meet some people that are not friends.
Yikes!
This is the next fairly random section in the game. And that went very well. Actually quite random, and to get through that room as quickly as I just did is very good. Now that those guards are out of the way, there's nobody to stop me from running all the way to the end of this hall. Now I'm going to peek in on a meeting.
Which seems to also be related to the weapon's newfound sentience. In conclusion, it would appear that at this stage of research, the potential of the Cyberia weapon is virtually limitless. However, the fundamental lack of boundaries this potential brings makes this project extremely difficult to control. But even if we can't find a way to control and harness this entity, then surely the spin-off technologies from our research will have justified the time and costs required for this project. Thank you.
Arnold, get a progress report.
Right.
Oh, that other guy's left the room. We can move up here and try to deal with this guy. And go here. Not sure where that Arnold guy just went, but we're gonna run on through. Now there's a computer in here I need to hack into, and I need to know what the password is. There's a nice little puzzle to figure that out. Luckily, I already know the password. Always the same. And the trigger to allow me to progress is simply accessing that computer. I don't actually have to dig through it for the information that I'm supposed to be finding.
Uh-oh, flash grenade.
So the thing I was supposed to be finding inside the computer was the code to seal this door, which prevents that grenade from killing me. Okay, so now that I've done all of this, I'm gonna go back to the room that I entered the facility at. Because as it turns out, got to split. As it turns out, the only reason I had to go all the way down here and kill all of these guards was so that when I go down the other path, which is the one that's necessary to progress, there won't be a guard waiting there to kill me. That is the entire point of everything I just did since entering the facility. Now I get to run all the way back. Nice, now we're back in here. I'm just gonna walk over into a corner and push this box that it's clearly I'm supposed to push this box out of the way. I mean, that was just obvious. And now I get to take the world's safest elevator. Alright, so now that I'm here, you can see no guard waiting on the other side of this door to kill me. And that's all because of all of those other guards I just killed. I need to wait for this guy to look away, so I can walk by without him killing me. Nice thing about these on-foot sections, everything kills you instantly. Including running by this door, because that guard will come running out and shoot me in the back.
Any word on the explosion?
So I have to kill him.
Beautiful, huh?
Who the hell?
This is very strange. He usually fires one shot and then ducks behind cover. I get to go down here and into the last section of RNG in the run. Hopefully it goes well. Like I said, I die in one hit from anything.
Uh-oh.
So these two guards, they can stand up in any order, and they can fire any number of times. Come on. Okay. Got through that without dying. So that's very good. But I can't actually continue that way because there's an infected area, and if I walk through there without vaccinating myself, I will die. And I can't vaccinate myself because I don't have the keycard to get into the room where I would go to create that vaccine. So I have to go and get the keycard. And to do that, I need to come in here. And open up those vents, and then I can leave this room. Alright, so back through here. No worries about that guard because he's dead. I get to go back into the super safe elevator room. And I get to knock down this fence because obviously you can knock down that fence. Just a little bit farther. Hey, look, a key card. Almost like I needed that.
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
Nice, now I've got the key card. I get to go and create a vaccine. Once again, no guard waiting to kill me. And I can just stroll on through the middle of the room. And on we go. I do all of this, I do this whole puzzle to get the keycard after dealing with those two guards up ahead. Because you can't actually go through this keycard door before you kill them. As soon as you try, they'll just pop out and shoot you. So I could go and get the keycard before killing them, but then I run the risk of dying in that fight, and I would lose significantly more time than if I got the keycard afterwards. So now I have to destroy these little yellow blobs. They are the contaminant or the infection. And I need to keep the number in the top left above 50%, meaning I've destroyed more than 50% of the virus present in this sample. Because on the easy arcade difficulty, it only requires 50%. On medium, it requires 70, and on hard, it requires 80, something like that. Being able to use a mouse for this section really eliminates any sort of challenge involved. As like I mentioned earlier, hit detection isn't always great. Alright, so we got 92%.
Contamination eliminated.
That's all we need in here. And that was sample number 6. I have to remember that for the next section when I actually go to vaccinate myself. Or inoculate myself.
Interlock opened. Interlock closed. Warning, entering contaminated area. Viral infection hazard.
I am now infected with the virus just because I entered this room. And I'm on a time limit until that virus kills me. So I'm going to select sample 6. And hop in here. now cured.
We're going on an adventure!
Now we get to the Charlie sequence. That little thing on the floor there is Charlie. I need to use him to go through this door before we go through, because the virus has created some weird creatures that will immediately kill me if I go in there. So I send this thing in there to deal with them first. I'm gonna bump up the brightness a little bit because this section is very dark. You also notice this one only has a single meter across the bottom. In this section I have to kill every single thing, or else it's an immediate game over. That's weird. Okay, well, I hit the button to deal with that, but I guess not. If you say so, game. I can either shoot them directly or I can hit enter, which is sort of a area of effect that will just kill everything on the screen or slightly off of the screen. So in that last attempt there I hit enter, but apparently the one got away anyway. Never seen it before, but alright. But that meter across the bottom is the amount of power that the Charlie has. If that runs out, I also die. And firing my gun or using the area of effect will drain my power, as well as it also simply drains over time because it's allowing this thing to fly through here. Doing pretty good on power right now. Actually, I'd have to be pretty much going crazy to not have enough power to make it. But these creatures have no form of attack against the Charlie itself, so don't have to worry about them shooting me or anything like that. I have to make sure I kill every single one of them. I'm definitely going to lose time on this. Very unfortunate death. Luckily it was early in this sequence instead of one of the last ones. That would have been awful because you'd have to redo this whole thing. I think I'm actually losing all of my time. Like, all of it. Close enough. I do have some time to save on the next section. Mostly from this door puzzle. also the one door puzzle in the game that does not instantly kill you if you mess it up. Yeah, I got it first try. That's really good. And now the plot
What the
twist.
hell is this thing?
Claire, what is your form?
You speak?
Self-unit communicates, speaks with form. What is your form?
My form is human.
Yes, human. But what is form identification?
Oh, my name. I am Zach. Who are you?
Self-unit Scientists Project.
That's a hell of a name. Can you see me? Visual?
Self-unit sees Zach body. Zach body sees self-unit.
Zach, you there?
Yeah, I read you.
You made it, eh? I knew you were the right man for the job.
Devlin, this weapon, it's unbelievable. It's sentient.
Really? It's too bad then.
What?
But it's only going to be sentient for about another minute.
What are you talking about?
You got it backwards, Zach. That thing isn't the weapon. You are. Adios, pal.
Detect radio activation. Micronic thermonuclear device in Zach body. Device detonation threshold in 60-second time units.
Son of a bitch!
Zach body. Device detonation will cease all life functions.
We're both gonna die.
Zach body lives. Query. Self-unit lives?
You're more alive than most of the people I know.
Query. Zach body can survive if merged with self-unit. Device detonation threshold in 30-second time units. Zach body will survive if merged with self.
We just found out there's a bomb in our head that's about to go off, so we do the only logical thing. Merge ourselves with whatever this thing is we just found, and launch ourselves out of a volcano into space. As one does.
What is this? Death. Life.
Where are you?
With you. With me.
Devlin.
Must be terminated.
How?
We can do it.
Together.
Scanning for location of last Devlin communication.
Accelerated approach. Collision course. It's receiving us now, Mr. Devlin.
Well, well. The best laid plans, eh? Just what the hell are you now, Zach?
Shockwave. Force and magnitude growing.
Defense systems up. Launch the swarm. Scramble all interceptors. Kill it.
Alright, so final section of the game. Gotta get through all of the fighters and then deal with Devlin. For this section I have an unlimited ability to shoot, but unfortunately I can still die. This section also does not show me how much health I have. So I just kinda have to try not to take much damage as much as I can avoid it. Really the only way I can avoid taking damage is by killing all of the things that can damage me. Ideally before they get a chance to shoot. But since I have an unlimited ability to shoot at them, I'm pretty much gonna keep doing that since it's the best chance of killing them first. Coming up on the end here, fairly soon. Got a few more fighters to deal with. And just about time.
See you in hell.
Well, we've dealt with Devlin. We no longer have a bomb that's about to kill us. Space station's destroyed, falling back to the Earth, and we crash. Roll credits. That was Cyberia.